Alright, y'all. Welcome to a new One Piece chapter. Recording this on my PS5 now, so higher quality video, but not that it matters because, you know, I'm just not even gonna be playing a game. I'm just gonna be reading One Piece chapter. So yeah, let's get to it. We are now on chapter 1098, so we're inching ever closer to that 1100 number, that juicy number, and then yeah, I can't believe it. I remember when Chapter 1000 came out. That didn't feel like it was that long ago. And we're already on 1100, or reaching it at least. So that's kind of crazy. But at the same time, now I think about it, Chapter 1000 came out in early 2021, didn't it? Like January 2021. So it has been like 2 years and a half. Like it has been a long, or almost 3 years actually, because it's November. It's going to come out in December, I think, the chapter 1100. So it's roughly 3 years in between each 100 chapters. But it's just like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long since chapter 1000. But yeah, now early 2021. Yeah, nah. Alright, it's been a while. It just doesn't feel like it. But, we just continue reading One Piece weekly as always. 2021 or 2023 or 2024, we'll continue reading it weekly as long as we are alive and capable of doing so, thankfully. Yeah, this chapter is called Ooh, the birth of Bonney. Okay. Okay, interesting. So last chapter, Guinea got caught. Um, but by that point, Bonnie should have been born, right? Because timeline wise, age wise, Bonnie's supposed to be 24 years old, right? So yeah, but Kindi got caught, and I'm assuming she's going to die somehow. Maybe we're gonna be seeing it this chapter, or maybe we're gonna go back to see how Bonnie was birthed. I don't know. I mean, we all know how Bonnie was birthed, but you get what you get what I mean. Maybe we're gonna see like the actual time, and we're gonna see Bonnie as a baby or something. Alright, we'll wait. We'll see. But yeah, let's get to it. Chapter 1098. Here we go. Starting it up. Um. Let's see. Here we go. Cover story. Ooh, there's Brook, the cover story. Cover request by Skywalker. Brook powering his electric guitar solo with an electric eel. Oh, okay, there's an electric eel behind him. Oh, that's what it is. It says rock on either side. And it says, sorry, Oda. Why is Oda saying sorry? Oda saying sorry. And then over here it says, this chapter's manuscript is unfinished. Sorry, says Oda. So the manuscript of this chapter is unfinished, and then Oda apologizes for it. Wait, what? What's going on? Oda, what's going on? What's happening? Alright, let's get to the chapter anyway. Unfinished manuscript or not. Here we go. The expanding tides of revolution. So here's Beltigo, right? This is Beltigo. This is the place that Blackbeard waited, right? The expanding tides of revolution. Okay. Revolutionary Army Headquarters, Beltigo. Yeah. Requesting backup. The Toomey uprising in the South Blue is looking bleak. The Toomey uprising, okay. We can't! Our hands are full! Dealing with the wounded at Goa. Ooh, Goa Kingdom. Ooh, okay. That's Dragon's hometown, home kingdom. That's where Luffy's born. Actually, yeah, Luffy should be birthed, but how long ago is this? Luffy should be birthed soon as well, right? Eva-chan, says Kuma. Okay, I'll go, says Kuma. Okay. Don't be rash, Kuma. You've been acting reckless ever since that day. Ever since what day? What the? This guy's huge. Where did you come from? State your name. Everyone's confused. Kuma's strong. Ginny's been captured. So ever since Ginny was captured, Kuma's been acting reckless. And there's Kuma's face. Yeah, he does not look happy. Does not look happy about any of this. Yes, sir. It seems she caught the eye of a celestial dragon. Oof. That's rough. There's dragon, and I'm assuming that's Kuma behind them. They took her on a government ship because the celestial dragon wanted to make her his bride. His bride? That's crazy, bro. And she has a daughter and everything already. That's crazy. Nah, right. Bonnie's just gonna be left to dust. We won! Finally, after 3 years of struggling, we couldn't have done it without the Revolutionary Army. Woo! Yay, revolution. Okay, they did it. There's the clock tower. It's destroyed. Great. Good news. The enemy took us by surprise. It was the Revolutionary Army again. Here's to the Revolutionary Army, the heroes of the people. Woo! Please forgive us. Dragon, it's me. I've worn myself out. I'll have to return by ship. We're so sorry. Okay. Okay, not fully too sure what's going on here. Because they succeeded in the revolution. Please forgive us. Because they took Guinea. And Kimo says he has to return by ship. And then they say they're so sorry for what happened to Guinea, I'm guessing. Kimo returns by ship, okay. Around 2 years have passed, okay, 2 years later. Since Commander Guinea of the Revolutionary Army was kidnapped, 2 years, okay. Wah, wah! To be wed to a celestial dragon. We're nearly there, Bonney. Oh! Oh, that's Bonney crying. I was like, who's screaming like that? We're nearly there, Bonney. That's Bonney going wah wah. This is Bonney as a baby. How long ago is this though? Wait, how does that make sense? Is this so did this happen around 20 years ago? Now, wouldn't Bonnie be a child and not a baby? But I mean, a child could be screaming. Well, let's see. Let's keep going. Maybe we'll get more information. Kuma, it's Guinea. Oh, she's on the line right now. What? Hey, Kumachi, I finally made it back to the surface. Guinea. Oh, so she did it. They didn't want me around after I got sick. I was thrown away. Oh. Oh no, she got sick. Oh, goodness. What a stroke of luck. You're sick? I wanted to see everyone one last time. But this call will have to be our goodbye. What? Ooh, okay, that drawing isn't great. Ooh, what's going on here, Oda? Wait, that's not a great drawing. That panel is kind of rough. Is that just me? Or does the drawing look a little rough there? I don't know. Eva and Dragon look so weird. I don't know. It feels like, is this what Oda meant at the start of the chapter when he said he didn't finish his manuscript? But that doesn't make sense. That has manuscript and drawing two separate things. I don't get it. What are you talking about, Guinea? Where are you? I can be there in an instant. I was afraid I'd never see you again. I mean, he can be there in an instant with his teleport power. And even here, the drawing of Kuma's face, it looks very rough. It looks like a sketch. It doesn't look like an official manga panel. It's a little weird. Maybe they'll fix it by the volume release. Because this does not look great. I'm not gonna lie. It's a bit rough. I was afraid I'd never see you again. And wait, what is even going on here? This drawing is very bad. What is this panel? What am I even looking at? Is that supposed to be someone's hand? I actually don't know what I'm looking at. Or is that? I'm so confused. Kumachi, sorry, but okay. I'm at death's door. What? I'm glad you care about me, really. But you shouldn't come when I'm like this. What's going on? Dragon! Big bro! Kuma! Oh, Kuma just teleported. And these panels, is it? These, I'm not gonna. I'll stop commenting on them. I don't know what's going on with the drawing in these panels. Is that supposed to be Dragon? Why does he look so ugly? Eva also looks pretty ugly. These drawings are terrible. I'm just gonna be honest with you. What's going on in this chapter? Okay. Kimochi has a big heart. Please take care of him for me. Kimo just teleported, I guess. Get out of the way! There's only one place she'd go now. Poof! Okay, so he has teleported away. Kumo-san! And Kumachi, I just want you to know I love you. Always have, always will. Gotcha. Okay, so she's gone now. Kuma! You're back? Where's Skinny? She's here, right? So Kuma's return. Okay, so the panels have gone a little better now. That was weird earlier. What was going on there? She is, but I'm afraid it happened when she was exposed to natural light. Her face, her entire body. Oh, that does not look good. It turned all blue in the sun, and her skin hardened like stone. Yeah, that does not. That looks like some crazy disease. If only Chopper was here. It's too late though. Chopper wasn't born at this point either, so. her natural when she was exposed to natural light, you know. What do you think it could be? Do UV rays? Why do you think that happened to her? Kimachi! There's her. Oh, and there's the wait, what is that? What am I even looking at there? Oh, that's her foot, I think. I think that's her foot. That and there's the like the disease, the disease on her body, the hardened skin. I'm just so happy, she says. What could have done this to her? Ah, and there's Kuma holding her. Hey, Kumachi, let's get married. Ah, they get married. Wouldn't it make you happy? And Kuma's crying. He's hugging her corpse. She burned up her remaining time, exposing herself to the sun, so she could cross the ocean and make it home to us. Wah, wah. Wait, that's Bonnie? Because she wanted to ensure her baby's safety. Oh, that's Bonnie. But wait a minute. Po- Unless it's an A situation, Bonnie was kidnapped by the Celestial Dragons for 2 years. Are you telling me unless it's an A situation where she held in the baby for 2 years? I mean, because that's what happened with Ace, right? Because Ace was born. Let's see, Ace was 20 plus 2. Yeah, Ace was born 2 years after Roger's execution, timeline wise. But Roger died 24 years ago, right? Roger died 24 years ago, and Ace and his son was born 2 years later. So if you just think about it, I mean, it's just biology. It takes 9 months for a baby from conception to the baby being born. It takes 9 months, right? However, 2 years passed. So the question is then, is Ace truly Roger's biological son? But that was explained that Ace's mother Rouge, held Ace in her womb for 2 years, which is kind of crazy. But she forcibly did that somehow. Again, let's not think about how this would work out in real life. This is a manga, okay? But she did that, and in turn, that when Ace was born, she died. Right? She died the moment Ace was born because she held him for too long, right? That caused complications. Um, is this one of those kind of scenarios, except that she also got a disease on top of holding the baby for 2 years? Or is Bonnie a celestial dragon kid? Am I misunderstanding? Because 2 years passed while she was kidnapped. And I mean, Bonnie's a baby to be fair. But I mean, nah, if Bonnie was over a year old, she wouldn't look like that, right? A year-old baby doesn't look like that. They're much bigger in size. So then it's either the Rouge explanation, Rouge is Ace's mom, by the way, or Bonnie's not Kuma's biological daughter, at least. Uh, I mean, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this is going to be explained. Unless I'm misunderstanding this chapter right now, because she wanted to ensure her baby's safety. Wah, wah, Kuma's crying. You can rest now, Guinea. I swear I'll raise her well. There's Guinea's grave, okay. That's all wrong. You're tilting the bottle too much. Bonnie-chan still looks uncomfortable. I'll show you how it's done. Oh, that's Kuma trying to trying to help with Bonnie. Okay, she's so cute. And if you're gonna be sleeping next to her, make sure her cot is like an iron cage. Is this better? We can't have you smushing her in your sleep with that massive body. You know that is a good idea. Kuma could just straight up suffocate her in her sleep or just crush her because of his massive body. Make sure they sleep separately. I mean, same thing should be true for Guinea as well, to be fair, or any other normal human being. You did not want to be sleeping next to Kuma. Holy crap! All right. Ooh, you're quite the heavy drinker, Bonnie-chan. Alright, Bonnie's drinking. Yeah, I'm sure he'll be just as much of a glutton as Guinea was. Yeah, she's drinking that milk. All right, she seems to be enjoying it. That's Bonnie. uh, all right. I'm still hungry, says Guinea, and then Kimo's reminiscing about her. Okay. All right, back to the church thing. Daddy, oh, that's Bonnie. Daddy, Kimo's crying, holding her. Yay! Oh, they gave her a pretty dress and everything. Woo! Wah! It says in Hiragana. Wah! Kimo's crying. They're all the older villagers are all mesmerized by her. We're all mesmerized by her. Bonnie's very cute. Let's go. And now they're giving her bread. She's eating bread. All right. She's having a good time. She's hanging out. Oh, Kumo's back to Revolutionary Army actions, fighting some peeps using his devil fruit. Okay. All right. And now he's bathing Bonnie. Let's go. Fun times, fun times. Father-daughter bonding, and I'm back again. This drawing is back. I hope Oda and his staff can fix this by the official volume release. These drawings that will look they don't look great. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wonder if other people have talked about this already, about this chapter, because these drawings are not great. But okay, all right, more warfare. Kimo's fighting and stuff. They're all fighting. Okay, and there he is sleeping. And wow, they actually put Bonnie in a cage, right? Because Kuma, there is actually a possibility of Kuma crushing her to death. Good idea. Bonnie's sleeping in a cage. Kuma's next to her. That's nice, nice, nice. There's Sabo. So Sabo's finally a part of them now, which means Luffy's already born by this point. But wait a minute. Bonnie's older than Sabo. Sabo's 10 years old here. Wait a second. Luffy's 19 years old, which makes Sabo 22 years old, because Sabo's 3 years older than Luffy. Because Ace died when he was 20. Yeah, the ages match up. So Sabo's currently 22 years old. And from what we know, Bonnie's 24 years old, so she's supposed to be 2 years older than Sabo. But if she's still a baby, and Sabo's here 10-year-old fighting Kuma, that means there's roughly a 10-year difference-ish between Sabo and Bonnie. And if Sabo's 22, that would make Bonnie a 12-year-old. But that means Bonnie's biological age, quote unquote, is 12, not 24. Has Bonnie been faking her age in her devil fruit this entire time? So Bonnie's actual age is 12, or her mental age is 12 at least. We got some Momonosuke thing going on. Momonosuke's mental age is 8, but he's physically 28 years old. Do we have one of those kind of situations going on? Oh. You know what? But that would explain some things. Like how when they first found her going to Egghead, the Sharks first found her, she was a kid, right? After being submerged in seawater. And when you're in seawater, obviously, your devil fruit doesn't work no more, right? Your devil fruit powers are nullified. And when she popped out of the water, she was a kid. She was 12 years. She was going like a kid, right? She was a 12-year-old. And all the shards were confused, like, what? She's a kid? I thought she used her powers to make herself a kid. But it seems it's the opposite. The water nullified her powers. And this is what I was thinking back then too, but I was like, maybe seawater didn't properly work on her or not. Nah, it did work. Bonnie is a 12-year-old. Oh! And that explains the Bonnie situation with Zoro in Sabaody. When Bonnie saved Zoro, she looked like a kid. That's actually nuts! If Bonnie's actually 12 years old, she could be around 13 actually. She could be a bit close to 13 because there might be a 9. Well, I mean, Sabo's 22. It's roughly 10 years, maybe a bit less than 10 years. Maybe it's 9 years. She might be 12, 13 age range. If Bonnie's that old, I mean, obviously she's young for one thing, yeah, clearly, but That's nuts. But oh man, so she's been using her telephone to age her up 12 years to make her twice her age because she's 24 in the story. It says she's 24, quote unquote. But if she's not 24, she's been aging herself up, obviously, to become a supernova. But that's another thing. 12-year-old supernova. She's a supernova at 12 years old. And she's been aging herself up, and she's become a pirate captain at 12? That is nuts, to be fair. If you really think about it, Bonney is extremely strong. To become a pirate captain supernova at 12 years old with a bounty of what is her bounty is over 100 million, right? That was what everyone's bounty supposed to be after Sabaody. So Bonnie's bounty is over 100 million, and she's only 12. Nuts. That's like that puts Robin's bounty to shame. All Robin can do is read the ancient text, and she was 8 years old, and she got a bounty of what was it again? 79 million. Bonnie, 12 years old, bounty of over 100 million. I don't know exactly what her bounty is, but at 12, that's nuts. I mean, let's keep reading. They might mention it. Let's see. Kuma, hmm? What in the world are you doing? You've boarded up all the church's windows. Wait, what's going on here? Why is Kuma done this? Close the door. What? There's little Bonnie again. Ah, I like that hairstyle. Take a look. Take a look here below her eye. Oh, oh! That's a disease. Is that a blue stone? Hey, isn't that? It looks just like what Guinea had at the end. No way! Wait, why does she have this disease at such a young age? Guinea didn't get that disease until she was an adult. She's only like, how old is she at this point? I don't know. She's probably like only a 3 year old or something. Why does she have that disease? I'll call a doctor. Thank you. It's caused by sunlight, you say? Are you sure? Why don't we try taking her outside? Are you insane? Okay, this doctor is nuts. It doesn't seem to be white lead poisoning. That's the poison that Law got, right? Law and his family. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with this condition. Whoa. Yeah, okay. White lead poisoning, Okay. You're quitting the Revolutionary Army? What? Bonnie's contracted the same disease her mother had? Yes. I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I have to stay by her side, says Kuma. Okay. What does Dragon think about this? I understand. It's important to live without regrets. We can use our contacts to reach out to doctors all over the world for her. I owe you, Dragon. Nice. 7 years ago, when Bonnie was 5. Yeah? Oh my, I got it spot on! 7 years ago, Bonnie was 5, which means she's currently 12. I got it spot on! I I calculated her age. And I didn't even use the official the manga to I just knew Sabo's age and calculated based on that. It wasn't a really hard calculation, but like still knowing Sabo's currently 22, knowing he was 10 years old back then, the difference being 12 years must make Bonnie tell a 12-year-old. So this is 7 years ago. Bonnie's currently 5. Bonnie is 12 years old in the current time in Egghead. That's so wait, all those actually, now that I think about it, all those fan service shots with Bonnie, Oda, what were you cooking? Because Oda knew she was 12. Oda knew when drawing those fan service panels where she's like half naked and stuff. Oda knew she's mentally a 12-year-old. Yikes, that's going to cause controversy in the community. As if the Yamato stuff wasn't enough. Oh boy. Ooh boy, this is gonna be another wave of huge controversy about how Oda is drawing Bonnie in a very sexualized way despite her being mentally 12. Yikes. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that topic swiftly. Uga! Run away! The vampire's gonna eat us! Wait, she's a vampire. Is it because of her disease? And stay out, you twerps! Bonnie, age 5. Holy crap, her head is massive. And she's giving them the middle finger. Blah! Haha, this is as far as you can go, right? I dare you to take a step out here, you ugly vampire. Eat this. Bet the Holy Cross is your weakness. Look at it shine. Oh my goodness, she's getting bullied. Yo. Hey, yo, Bonnie. We're in a church, dummy. Ah! Okay. I'll show you who's boss. I'm coming after you. Wah! Bonnie, stop. I mean, they're the ones going after her. Please, you can't go outside. Even standing near the doorway can give you the ouchies. I know, you're such a worrywart, Dad. I was just kidding. Oh, okay. Please, don't even joke about it. Okay, I hate it when you get all sad and worried anyway. Oh, Bonnie. Bonnie's so cute. That's crazy. You're such a good kid. Stop being such a crybaby, Dad. Alright. Those jerks. They made fun of my face stones again. My face stones. Are they really that weird? It's not like I can help them. I didn't ask to get sick. You mean your jewels? What? Oh, that's actually a bit of a scary face. They're just jealous because you've got such pretty jewelry. Ah, jewelry, Bonnie. I see where that came from. I get one, Kuma. You think so? You betcha, I love them. Jewelry, Bonnie. All right. Hey, Bonnie, if you were to go on a trip, where would you like to go? When you're better, I mean. Oh, right. Because Kumo's trying to figure out his teleport power. Right. Because because that's something Kumo seems to do a lot when he uses his teleport to teleport people. He always asks them like, "Where would you like to go? Where's a good vacation spot for you?" He always seems to ask that. I wonder if that has something to do with the activation of his fruit, asking them that. Because now, if Bonnie says a location, is Kuma then able to send her to that location? How does that work? Oh, I know. Have you heard about the legendary Sky Islands? No freaking way he's going to teleport to a Sky Island. That's nuts. Actually, that's not the place she wants to go, though, considering her disease. That's the worst place to go. That she's even closer to the sunlight than ever. There are islands way up in the air? That's right. I read about it in this book. Huh. It's close to the sun, so maybe we'll see Nika up there. Oh, you'd love that, right, Dad? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Nika dance. That sounds like a grand adventure. We can go there to have a big celebration for your 20th birthday. Yeah, about that. Where should we go for your 19th? Fishman Island. Oh, okay. 19th birthday. Let's see. Okay, okie dokie. Alright. After examining your daughter, I've concluded that she suffers from sapphire scale. I'm afraid it's incurable. I mean, she eats a devil food that lets her heal it, I guess. Do you know what it is? I'm sorry to ask, but can you please speak a bit quieter? These days, you almost never see it. Those stones grow exponentially when bathed in any form of natural light, like the sun or moon. But even if you completely prevent any exposure, I'm afraid it's only a matter of time before the disease catches up with you. Okay? Forgive me for being so blunt, but your daughter has another 5 years at best. And she's currently 5, but we know she survived for another 7 years, so the devil fruit to age her up and stuff really saved her from the disease, I guess. It'll be a miracle if she reaches her 10th birthday. I'm afraid it's simply terminal, going by our current scientific understanding of it. It'll be over by her 10th birthday? This isn't fair. She's already growing into such a strong woman. Is there really no cure? Kerchak. If only Chopper was here, am I right? Boo! Wow! That worked. Bonnie, I thought you were asleep. I heard it all. You said it'll be over by my 10th birthday, right? Oh, over. Oh. She thinks like she'll be cured by her 10th birthday, not the other way around. Oh no. Your 10th? I have no idea what you're talking about. I heard you say it. Why, hey, are you crying? Is it something I said? Ah, yes. He said when you're 10, it was about your illness, Bonnie. That stupid doctor. He told me that your condition is going to continue as it is till you're 10. Huh? It's just such an appealing amount of time. I couldn't help but get down after that. Oh, that means I'll be all better when I'm 10, right? Oh, Bonnie. So we can go on those trips. Isn't that right, Daddy? Oh no, what have I done? Uh-oh, what have you done? Uh, of course! By the time you turn 10, you'll be cured. Yippee! Oh, Kuma, oh no, false promises. Well, no, not quite promises, but yeah. What am I going to do? Oh, Kuma, oh, a familiar nightmare would soon descend on the kingdom of Sorbet only 1 year later. So Bonnie's currently 6 years old. This is 6 years ago. Ah, okay, it's all burning. There's a lot of fire, okay? You've got to save us, says the elderly village people, okay? King Beckery has returned, and he's just as monstrous as ever. It's just like 16 years ago. 16 years ago? And the current time is 6 years later, right? So 22 years ago. Yeah, that adds up with what we learned last chapter. Um, it's just like 16 years ago. He still wants to cut loose the country's dead weight. He's going to burn the people in their homes. What? The never-ending tragedy continues to unfold. And break next week, so no chapter next week. TCP has done a really good drawing here at the bottom, color drawing, and improved the art as well, because the art in the actual chapter was not great. The art is like the worst part of this chapter, in my opinion. I don't know what they were cooking. I don't know if Oda just was rushing, didn't have like a lot of time to draw this chapter, but the art looked a little bit rough. So one thing that I'm hoping for is that they can patch it up by the official volume release. So that's one thing. But okay, so Bonnie is mentally 12 years old. That's one thing we learned this chapter. Very important thing we learned. Um, Kuma then left the Revolutionary Army. I'm assuming next chapter we're gonna learn how Kuma ended up becoming a cyborg. That I'm sure it has something to do with the whole Sorbet Kingdom stuff. And maybe chapter after that we're gonna learn how Bonnie became a pirate and a pirate captain of Supernova, no less. Maybe. We shall see. Um, but Bonnie, Bonnie still has that disease, but I don't explicitly remember Bonnie having that disease in the current timeline. So it must have been cured somehow, whether it's because of her devil fruit or something else. That's which is another thing we might find out next chapter is Bonnie how Bonnie got her devil fruit. Because she's still alive 7 years later, despite her only having at most 5 years left to live, according to the doctor. And not only that, she can currently bathe in sunlight and everything, so she's fine now. So he got cured somehow, despite the medical guy saying that Bonnie doesn't have much left. So I want, oh, maybe Vegapunk is connected to this, because Bonnie does know about Vegapunk. So maybe Vegapunk helped her out. Maybe Vegapunk gave her that devil fruit. Who knows? I'm trying to look at an image of Bonnie. I'm googling Jewelry Bonnie. Here we go. This is her in Sabaody. Let's look at her cheek. Oh, she has like a ring around her cheek. She's got like a ring piercing. Okay. Is that part of her jewelry? And yeah, this image right here. Here she saves Zoro, and look at her. She's a kid when she saves Zoro. I remember the scene. Holy crap! So even back then, what a plan for Bonnie to be 12 years old. Because it was like a real weird, like, why does she look so aged down in that specific scene? I always thought that was weird, but I just kind of accepted it and went along with it. And now it's good to know. There's Bonnie and Zoro. Bonnie saving Zoro from the from cutting up the celestial dragon. That's interesting. And yeah, she has like the piercing ring on her right cheek, where she previously had the jewelry, the sapphire disease. So not only does it go away, I mean, she cures or whatever. She also puts a ring over it. I'm sure to keep that jewelry bit on her, keep that little like connection she has to her dad. But also, yeah, I'm looking at this image now from the movie. I believe this is from Stampede. Because yeah, Bonnie was present during One Piece film Stampede, right? Obviously, well, all the supernovas were essentially, even Boy Hancock and everything. That was a wild movie. Yeah, now there's Bonnie Stampede. She still has that ring. Okay, okay, so that's how her design is currently. There's Bonnie with Akainu. You don't get to properly see her design here. So what about those theories about Akainu? I remember people having theories long ago about Akainu being Bonnie's dad. I remember those being like a big theory, but they do seem to have some form of connection still by the way their dialogue went, right? Um, but okay, maybe we'll learn more about it eventually when we get more of Bonnie's backstory. My biggest thing, or one of my big things at least, is for this chapter at least, is the art. I don't know what's going on the art this chapter. Is anyone else gonna talk about it? Um, um, because I wonder if anyone else gonna mention. Let's see. Is anyone else gonna talk about the art? I don't think I'm gonna be bothered. I don't think I'm gonna be bothered like looking up like what was going. I don't know what's going on with the artist. I don't know. Well, whatever. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe I'm the one crazy, but like, especially let's see. It starts in page. Let's see. If the cover story is the first page of the chapter, it's in page one, two, three, four. Already by page four. Yeah, page four. Assuming the cover story is the first page, page four of the chapter, the bottom three panels. What's going on with the art there? And then also page five is it like, like what's going on? And even if you keep going down the chapter, the art looks very kind of eh. Just it looks like it sketches more than anything. But I like the content of the chapter. I like the actual content. I like the backstory. I'm still enjoying the schema backstory. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the art. So yeah, but yeah, two big things actually this chapter. One being that Bonnie is 12 years old. The second one being that Bonnie isn't Kuma's biological child. It's it's the child of Guinea and some successful dragon that kidnapped her. That is extremely dark. When you take the time to think about it, that is actually extremely dark and nuts. Then Guinea contracted a disease, which let her, which got her kicked out of the successful dragon um, out of the Marijoa. She was able to escape with Bonnie, despite her disease really catching up with her. She wanted to save Bonnie, and she has succeeded because Kuma went over uh, to take her. Kuma went over to take her, but she found a dead guinea, but she was able to recover Bonnie, baby Bonnie. And but yeah, and Guinea's last words: "I love you, you always have, always will." And they even had the whole thing of like, "Let's get married." Guinea's like, "Let's get married," and Kiko was like, "Why?" And Guinea's like, "Because it'll make you happy, right?" And even all that happened, but even then, Cecil Dragon always messes things up. And then Kuma then raised Guinea's child, but it wasn't even his biological child, but still his child. I still consider obviously Bonnie Kuma's child. Let's not get that twisted, biological or not. But yeah, it's still crazy though. So yeah, Kuma teleported, and then he came back. He was able to recover Guinea and Bonnie. Her skin hard like stone. Rest in peace. But Bonnie survived. Bonnie also started to grow those gems at the age of like 5 or whatever. So they had to keep her in. And eventually, Bonnie put like a ring around on her cheek where those gems used to be. Okay. All right. Good chapter. Um, I wonder why the art is so rough. I wonder if it's going to be fixed by the volume release. I wonder what. Um, I wonder what. I wonder what. How people think about the art. Um, I also think I'm thinking like if Bondi's a celestial dragon, like how does that affect things? You know what I mean? 'Cause she's like partly celestial dragon, so I want, but she's also a pirate. It's just things. Okay, it's a lot of things to think about regarding the whole relationship between Guinea and the celestial dragon and Bonnie's birth. A lot of things to really ponder about the implications of all of that. Hmm. I think I'm gonna leave the chapter right there. Uh, Brutal chapter, dark chapter, especially think about all the implications. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to that as much as I enjoyed reading that chapter. Um, and yeah, that was crazy, crazy dark. I'll see y'all next time. Or that never disappoints. Yeah, all right, y'all. Peace. I'm gonna end the video now. All right, peace.